MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the National League Championship Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set, 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves, line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Goldstein sprinting after it. He lays out, but it's out of his reach, so that's a tough strike too. 67 degrees our game time temperature. Swinging a soft liner. Throw on to first in time, one away.
Batting second.
The next Cub up, Sam Chavez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Arenado scoops it up on to first, and there were two down.
Batting third, right fielder.
Coming to the plate now, Victor Marrero. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And the payoff pitch. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike three called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. Down in order. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Now a moment for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, keep an eye on the dynamic abilities of Will Myers. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
And he takes ball four. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Batting second.
Next up for Los Angeles, Will Myers. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. The 1-1. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent. He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
And he lays off there, ball four. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
1-1. Misses off the plate.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Popped him up. Under it is Rizzo. One away.
Batting fourth, center fielder, Josh Peterson.
Set. Here comes the 1-1. Sliders in for a strike. Salazar at second. Myers is over at first with one away. Another 1-2. Fastball that just misses inside.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Popped him up. Into the first base dugout, and he makes the catch. He took one away there, and that's the second out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Nolan Arenado. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Now a curveball's in there. 1-2 now.
Hey, it's looking like he may be able to get out of this one after giving up 2 singles early.
Two balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado. Here now the 2-2. This is hit softly to third. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock. After that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you watch your teammate in front of you miss his pitch. He got a nice pitch to hit right there and pops it up. You could tell he was dejected as he went back to the dugout. All you're trying to do is be a great teammate. Sean Casey always used to say to me, hey, D-Row, mix in a good teammate one time. That's exactly what this guy did.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
23 pitches already here in the first inning. Hard on the ground towards short. He'll go to Baez at second for the force, and that ends the inning. Only 1 in the inning here for the guys in blue. On to the second now at Dodger Stadium. The Dodgers lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning, Jesse Padilla, and they'll need him to get something going here. The 1-2. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And he makes the throw to first. Padilla is retired, and there's 1 away.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Stepping into the box, Anthony Rizzo. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And the 2-1. Up around the face.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Now definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full 3-2. Dodgers have the early 1-0 advantage as we play the second. And right into the shift. And he'll step on first himself for the out. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the American League Championship Series, as they've got a good matchup going on over there as well. Now the 1-1 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Goldstein moves over, and that's the third out. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down 1-0. So striding in, Darryl Goldstein. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is a fastball that gets by him.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Dribbled up the line. And that's the first out.
Batting 8th, second baseman, Jace Peterson.
Next up for Los Angeles, Jace Peterson. Bases are empty, 1 man out. One and 2, here it comes. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. Bouncer up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box now, Matthew Messer got it back in time there, and it's 2-1.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number 1 in getting a sacrifice bunt down, make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
Now the 2-1 pitch is looked at for ball 3.
Yeah, now you've got a guy up there trying to give you an out by bunting. So the last thing you want to do is waste pitches and maybe put yourself in a situation where you could walk him.
Peterson leads off first with 1 away. Now a bunt attempt here. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Now batting, left fielder, Ivan Salazar.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ivan Salazar, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the 1-1. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. Padilla is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Dodgers leave 1. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. Here's Javier Baez. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this will be fouled. Once again a 3-2. High in the air out to center field. Peterson has a read on it. 1 away.
Batting 8th, the catcher number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Striding in, Wilson Contreras. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Three-two pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Another full count pitch home. And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
You know, it's funny. The first 2 strikes are for the fans. You're trying to put balls in the seats right there. With 2 strikes, it's for the team. You got to shorten up and find a way, and that's exactly what he did right there. Soft liner into right field for a base hit.
Standing in now, Rob Zastryzny. And there's ball 2 now. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
The batter, center fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Albert Almora. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the 2-1. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you can do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
The 3-1. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
The next Cub up, Sam Chavez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The 1-2. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
2-2 count. Here it comes. Hit to short. Story picks it up. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Cubs strand a couple. It remains 1-0. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Will Myers is set to lead things off. Hit in the air to shallow center. Almora is going to get there. 1 away.
The batter, the shortstop, Trevor Story.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Trevor Story. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Here's the two-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4.
Man, the pitcher's wondering How he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind an account like that, though.
Next for the Dodgers, Jock Peterson. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with 1 away.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters. But he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5 hole is just as dangerous.
Ready for another chance? Nolan Arenado. He reached on a single in his first try. Story over at second. Peterson at first, 1 gone. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
The 2-1. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry. Padilla's back to the track as he takes it for route number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Ray Paquette.
Striding in once again, Ray Paquette. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. Now the 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at 3rd, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
The right fielder, number 5, Gerald Goldstein.
Now in the box, Darrell Goldstein. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Hit on the ground to 3rd. He's right there. Throw to second for the force out, and his side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Leading off the inning, Victor Marrero, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Slow little grounder left side. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
Boy, that's what wheels can do for you, Dero. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the white rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls. You can hit till your hands bleed. But if you got no wheels, newsflash, you got no wheels.
Stepping in now, Jesse Padilla. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside. The 2-2. A line shot to third base. But the runner is back in time to avoid the double play. So with a runner at first and 1 gone, time to bring in our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And both guys throwing the country hardball so far. Top speeds of 95 and 97. So in now for Chicago, Anthony Rizzo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner will get back standing. And another snap throw to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in there. Marrero, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. And again, he'll snap one over to first. Being especially careful here. And another snap throw to the bag. And he'll dive back in safely. Payoff pitch one more time. He spoils another one and will do it again. And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
In now, Carlos Flores. And that misses 2-1. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in. The 2-1 home. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. And the changeup is way low that time.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Two out with the man at first. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs strand 1. They trail this one 1-0. Stepping in, Jace Peterson, a base hit in his first trip. The 2-1 is a fastball that misses.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Swing and a ball line hard towards short. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
Into the box, Matthew Messer, and he pops up the bunt attempt, and he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out.
The left fielder, number 25, Ivan.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Ivan Salazar. The 0-2 pitch. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, but the throw pulls him off the bag, and they'll settle for just the 1.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got the force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Standing in now, Will Myers. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
A ball hit hard to the left side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Up next for the Dodgers, the shortstop, Trevor.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. It was a walk in his last trip. Three and one is the count to the Dodgers shortstop.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. 3-2 now. Salazar on second. Myers on at first with 2 down. And a curveball swung on and missed, and a great call there as the inning is over. Dodgers strand. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone. Standing in, Wilson Contreras, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Two balls and 2 strikes now.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Hit hard towards center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8-9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Stepping in now, Rob Zastryzny.
Oh, that's in.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Now a snap move over to first, and he's back standing. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. There's a changeup over the outside corner. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Don't want to forget about him. The 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking, strike 3.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, That's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Albert Almora. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-1 home. Pitch inside. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
Two out here and a runner at second. Hit out towards second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. One left for the Cubs. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Here's Jock Peterson now. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit on the ground to third. Chavez has it, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The batter, number 28, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The 3-1 is in there for a full count now. 3-2. 1 out, nobody on. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box now, Ray Paquette. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Dodgers down in order, but they lead it 1-0. Now to the plate, Sam Chavez. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
The 2-2. 2-2 pitch just missed.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in his zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Digging in once again, Victor Marrero. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. grounder down the line at third. Oh, look at Arenado. So one away after the phenomenal defensive effort. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
It's really tough to double up a guy with the speed that he has, and he was hustling all the way on this ground ball. So they should be happy they at least got the guy out at second. It'll be interesting now to see if he tries to use that speed again and swipe a bag and get into scoring position.
So 1-1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runners on first with one down. And he'll snap one over to first. And he'll get back in standing. The 2-1 home. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. The 2-2 locks him up for strike three.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of the secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
He struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Cubs strand 1. They still trail 1-0. Ready for another shot now, Darrell Goldstein. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. The 2-1 home. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Jace Peterson.
Coming to the plate now, Jace Peterson. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Softly on a line to third. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Well, Dan, the sun goes down and this guy lights up right here. That's his 3rd knock of the night.
Talk about having a good night. 3 hits. And, hey, he might have another at bat or 2 before this one ends.
Into the box, Matthew Messer got it back in time there, and it's 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Misses the zone as he pulled the bunt back in time. The 3-1. Now a bunt attempt here. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The left fielder, number 25, Ivan Salazar.
Now back to the top of the Dodgers order. Digging in, Ivan Salazar. Fourth trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
Peterson at second with 2 down. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. Three and 1 to the Dodgers left fielder.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
And the count will be full. Fly ball out toward right field. Marrero moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. One left for LA, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here at Dodger Stadium. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. So digging in now, Carlos Flores. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Line drive to center field. Peterson is there, and he has it for the first out.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
In now, Javier Baez. And it's 1-2. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now, as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a ball hit hard toward first. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. And it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had 2 all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
Stepping in now, Wilson Contreras. Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
2 out, nobody on. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Art Covington will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 8, Art Covington.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And he's back in standing. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Falling for it, Goldstein. And that retires the side. One left for the Cubs. They're down 1-0.
7th inning stretch. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Cubs, number 33, Douglas Schneider.
Ready once again, Will Myers. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now
for me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Into the box now, Trevor Story. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. The 2-2 is a slider that backs up for a ball.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Here's Jock Peterson now. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. A potentially big 2-out hit as it brings up Nolan Arenado next.
Danny, I know that's not the execution he was looking for right there. That batter's eyes lit up on that pitch.
Not a real good changeup. One of the things, Mark, this pitcher will do, he'll use that changeup like most pitchers will use the curveball. His changeup is that good. That one wasn't, though.
And again a throw, and he just manages to get his hand in. Peterson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Standing in now, Nolan Arenado. Oh, and I think that got him in the foot. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Dodgers leave 1, but they're up 1-0.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 18, Sebastian Murillo.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Grounded back up the middle. Story scoops it up. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Final line there for the Dodgers starting pitcher, and he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. Ready for another shot now, Sam Chavez. 1 out, nobody on. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1. The 3-1. Strike 2 swinging. Now the 3-2 pitch. Is swung on and missed, strike 3. Very tight ball game so far. 1-0 the score as we take a look at our starter comparison, and both guys have given excellent performances to this point. Striding in once again, Victor Marrero. Hot shot down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Again, he sends it out of play. The next 3-2. And he struck him out. So he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. It remains 1-0.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Cubs, number 18, Cam Arroyo.
Digging in to try it again, Ray Paquette. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Looks like he was trying to bust him inside, and he might have held on to it just a little bit too long. Just like that, the leadoff man is aboard.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Darrell Goldstein. Paquette aboard here at first with nobody out. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
The batter, number 8, second baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, Jace Peterson. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Padilla moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 18, Sebastian Murillo.
Charlie Dunn will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 13, Charlie Dunn.
Gets him on the mound. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning. And this has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm. And that is something you just never want to see. You can see him trying to work this one off. And from all appearances, I think they're going to let him continue. So that at least is a good sign. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ivan Salazar. He flew out in his last at-bat. And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
Here's Will Myers. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. So they let him off the hook here by scoring no runs despite the 2 walks. On to the 9th now in Game 3. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Cubs nothing. Kenley Jansen comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Kenley Jansen.
Digging in once again, Jesse Padilla. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Up in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike 2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. They'll try again, 1-2. Right side, hit hard. Peterson has it. On to first, and that is a big out to start the 9th.
First baseman number 44. Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. A bouncer to the left side. Oh, look at Arenado. The throw. It's there, and he's out.
Up next for the Cubs, shortstop, Carlos Flores.
Ready once again, Carlos Flores. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1. the 2-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched one-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Dodgers trail 2-1 in this postseason series. Matthew Messer earns the victory on the mound. Rob Zastryzny is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers. 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. They left 13 men on base. For the Cubs, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, a swift 2 hours and 19 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.